Hey everybody, this is Benny, and today I am resuming my new character playthrough with, I think we're on episode 5. Uh, it should have appeared down at the bottom of the screen there, because I will look that up when I am done here and make sure I've got the correct episode numbering here. Last time we went out and did our first simple mission off the contact device, and that allowed us to get a beacon. Now, I did do some work on the house after the last episode, because I get that way when I start building things. It's a little bit more complicated than it needs to be, but basically, on the second floor here, I put another staircase that leads up into the attic, and that's where I stuck the portable beacon. These don't need to be outside to work. Inside is fine. Put a little window up here, and that way, I figured maybe I could put some storage chests up here for things I don't need very often. Just give me more storage space. Anyway, that's where we're at the moment. Nothing has changed as far as unlocks or anything. Just some building. And I did gain a level while building. So let's go ahead and look and see what we got for that. My food's expiring here. Alright, so... So we have 4 tech points available, so we have to figure out what we want to do with that. I believe we just want to stick those into tier 2 at the moment. And I'm really not sure where I want to go with this. It's been a long time since I've done a new character build, and there's just kind of so many ways to go. The mortar and pestle's been unlocked, and there's things you can unlock from that, like crushed bone, that'll allow you to make epoxy and that kind of thing. It really need to figure out what you want to do, what you want to build next, and then kind of use that to figure out where to go next. So better foods make a big difference. Get better buffs going on. I might go that direction. Composter and crop plot are good, so we start growing some stuff. We've got a better bow available. Hey, buddy. Nope. I'm not sure how I got in the water there, but something happened. It's okay. We got this. Throw that on the drying rack. All right. Where were we? Oh, yeah. The tech tree. So we'll look at the things we need. Did this unlock iron on its own? Or do I need to take that? There's the steel bloom. I can't take that until level 20 anyway. So I don't think there's anything else I need from that at the moment. I really think I'm going to get these, get some crops going. So I'm going to go with crop plot and composter. And I like the composter just for be able to break things down that you're not going to need. And cooking station, not a bad idea. Potbelly stove is only iron and then epoxy, so we would still need to take that epoxy, which we can do next time around. But the potbelly stove is a good way to stay warm and do some cooking in it. So I think I'm going to pick that up. And then I think we're going to run some simple missions. I don't want to make this episode too long. I've got a busy week ahead here, and I've already a little late getting started here. So let's just do a couple simple missions and see what we get from those, and let that kind of dictate the direction we go. Just remember, I got a talents point to spend here, so let's see what we got going for talent points here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pick up some more melee here on the pickaxe, just so we can make it through ores a little faster. And then that'll allow us to pick up radius next time around. And that's usually as far as I go on this. I might pick up one or two other things here, just to get my mining up to where it needs to be. Okay, we got one more point available, and I think I'm just going to take that mining radius right away. We're going to get our pickaxe skills going good here. And then off to solo talents, and let's see here. Physical resistance is good. Increased base health. I don't know what's up with this skill right now. You notice there's just a line through it instead of showing what the actual stat is. I'm going to click on it and see what happens. I'm going to watch my health bar down the bottom there. Okay, I saw it fill. I don't know if it increased though. Interesting. Let's go ahead and see what we got available for missions. Okay, Crazed Creature, an easy version of the Crazed Creature. Now, at this level, this might be hard. It's probably going to be an alpha wolf, and they are dangerous. But of course, this one is mining and you're going to send that ore up. Now, if you don't like the options you got here, the best thing you can do is take one and then you can quit it. Let me show you here. So I'm going to request one, and then I can come in here and hit abandon. But if you hit abandon on a quest, it's going to take you 10 minutes before you can take another one. So they don't want you just spamming through them. So you got to wait 10 more minutes. So I'm going to keep this one. Take a look at the map. It's close. Yep. And usually those types are, if you take it easy, it's not going to be too far from where you are. However, that's going to be a tough fight at this level, I think. I could try to build, to kind of build up a defense around me to help with that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab some wood here, and I'm going to pre-build some pieces. I'm also going to store my food that I just picked up for later. Okay, so I think we're going to try to build kind of like a platform to hunt this creature, and we should be able to just grab everything we need when we get there. So the big thing is I want to make sure I've got food with me, which I do, and plenty of water and oxygen. I'm actually going to fill up my oxygen tank here. It is late enough in the day where I'm going to be able to sleep before I go, so we're going to do that too. I'm going to drop my oxygen tank in here, grab a fresh one, and then I'm going to go ahead and fill up my water skin. And I'm not going to waste my good torch at the moment. Although, I mean, it's not really that big a deal. Should put some light in here, but I don't think yeah, I haven't unlocked that torch yet. So used to having an advanced character, it's kind of hard to, is he really going to try to make it through that gate? Oh yeah, he's just going to... I tell you, he's going to do damage to stuff if I don't take care of him. You can breathe underwater here, or I should say you don't need to breathe underwater because you're wearing a spacesuit. Okay, now we're going to go nap. And we do need to light up our fireplace here first. Here we go. And now we can just deactivate that. Got our sleep buff for 11 minutes. It's not very long, but it's something. Make sure we get enough arrows. What do we got for arrows? We got 30 arrows. I think that's going to be fine. Famous last words, right? Okay, I ran back in and started crafting some new bone arrows. Just to make sure we have enough. Alright, let's head on towards that red skull there. Now, we want to stop before we get too close to where we aggro it. But we do want to get close enough to where when we do decide to aggro it, that we don't... I'm going to set a location here, right about there. Head towards that. That when we do aggro it, it comes to us and doesn't get too far away from its spawn point. If it gets too far away from its spawn point, it'll reset. Can't quite see him yet, so I think we're going to have to get a little closer. Okay, now we can see the health bar. So it's right up ahead there. So we're close here, but I don't... Oh, I've triggered it now. That I did not mean to do. Maybe not? Okay. So it looks like we've got a bear this time. This might make it easier than the wolf, just because of how bears attack. But this is a pretty weak character. So I think what we want to do is have a place where we can retreat to if things go south. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do is kill this bear the traditional way, which is to matador the bear. And if that doesn't work, my plan is to run back here and jump up into this platform, and then hope that I can survive. Oh, now I got a wolf on me as well, so let's take care of him first. Alright, that's taken care of. Now, I think I want to draw the bear into a fairly open place, and this is less than ideal having this angle here. Flat ground is best. And of course, we got to remember where that is, not get too disoriented here. But the trick is going to be able to get those headshots. Redo my food here quick. Doesn't run out in the middle of the battle. Alright, I got my food redone, and I'm going to try to bring this guy to my space here. He's wandered off quite a ways. So this bear has a pretty good area that he roams. I think this is going to be a good spot for him here. If I can get him to come up here. Well, that'll do it. Bear fighting 101. On a very tough bear. Strafe to the side while turning kind of like this, and try to get those headshots. This does not work as good on polar bears because polar bears have an AoE swipe that they do versus this bear's regular swipe. So on a polar bear, it's more like jousting. You want to run past them at the same time. I'm not getting those headshots like I should. Aim a little bit lower. There it is. Oh, too low. It's a little harder when you're on an angle. You want to keep your ground that you're fighting on as straight as possible if you can. With a good bow, this would have been over already. But we got a starting bow and just some bow and arrows. Oh, you kind of juked me a little bit there. It's a good thing I made extra arrows. I expected this to be a wolf, and it turned out to be a bear, so... Got a few arrows stuck in him. Getting there. Get there faster if I can hit my aim. Man, that's a lot of misses in a row. There's one. Wait until you see the whites of his eye. No, don't do that. Just fire. Oh, my bow is broken. Okay, this is going to get tougher now. Accidentally knocked myself into third person view. Not ideal. We're going to go ahead and add a Tyrannus to this, because that'd be nice. Oof. That'll get the adrenaline going. The storm doesn't help anything either, trust me. Way too soon on that one. All right. Oh, man. Crazy, huh? Like I can get hit by a falling tree. Let's go get our reward. Let's repair that bow. Where'd that reward shuttle go? There it is. Modification. We don't have a modification table yet. Some dried fish and dried white meat. Or, well, this is definitely not worth the amount of work I just put in. All right. Let's go take some food. Let's get out of here. Now, it's nice that we have that beacon that we set up before, because we don't have to check the map to head home. We just aim for that blue indicator there. All right, just about home. Maxed out our storm, storm exposure on the way home, but we're past the worst part of it. Just a little light rain coming in. Really? Well, I guess it didn't stop them from trying to come through, huh? Kind of made like a little animal trap here. Okay, so I think we're going to do a little reset here, and then see what the mission board has up for us next. So to repair things that are made out of metal now, that the new stuff you've got, like this iron knife, you can do that at the anvil bench. And just right-click and hit repair. All right, let's see what the next mission is, and then we can decide what we need as far as stocking up based on what's there. All right, looks like we have Crazed Creature again. Just did that. Rewards sucked. And Hidden Cache. Now, hidden caches can be pretty good. It's kind of random what's going to be in that box, and that is your reward. Is whatever's in that cache that you find is what your reward is. So you're not going to get a shuttle afterwards. Just find the hidden cache. Even though it's hard probably just means it's a ways away. It doesn't mean that it's going to... And plus it won't... it'll be a larger search area for it. But other than that, it's really not that big a deal. So I think we're going to get that one going. Hopefully that being a higher difficulty gives us a much better reward. Okay, so we're going to head clear up here. So you see it is quite a ways away. Let's go ahead and head up north. All right, we're more than halfway there. So, almost there. Okay, so we just entered the search zone. And once you do, your whole bar turns yellow like that. So you know you're in the search zone. Somewhere in here is that hidden cache. Now, there should be like a yellow smoke coming up from the hidden cache. It's going to help you spot it. However, if you have your settings wrong, I don't remember what setting it is, but there is some kind of particle effect setting or something that can cause that to not show up. If you don't have that to work with, it makes it very difficult to find these hidden caches. It's totally a needle in a haystack situation if you don't have that turned on. I haven't had that problem myself. It was just mentioned in one of my comments from one of my viewers earlier. So you're going to start searching this area, and if you can get a vantage point, that's a nice rock right there. You can get a vantage point up on a nice rock like that, or something that you can look around and try to look for that particle effect. It definitely helps. Okay, so this is generally the direction. I'm going to make sure I'm always looking into the search area here. I've decided it's just too much work to build my way up onto that rock just to look out into this area here. So what I'm going to do is kind of spiral my way through here and keep an eye out for that plume of smoke. If you go outside, if you see the yellow disappear from your bar, just head back towards the yellow dot and it'll put you back in there again. Watch out for bears. Now, I didn't restock my arrows like I thought, because like I should have. So that could lead to another problem with this bear, and I'll be back to using a knife again. Or whatever tool you have laying around. Now, a regular bear, as opposed to a crazed bear, is much easier to kill, obviously. Let's go back to searching. I want to try to face in. Because if we're going to see something while we're circling around, it's not going to be by facing outside the circle, right? Okay, so I'll show you where I am. Right about here. I was just kind of circling the perimeter, and I spotted it right there. You kind of got to know what you're looking for. Like I said, it's like a yellowish, maybe an orangish smoke, and that would be it right there. And there's your hidden cache. Mission's complete as soon as you grab it. And, oh man, I cannot seem to get lucky with any of these today. Well, there's some free wood. The refined wood's nice. Or it will be eventually. And I did go ahead and level up from getting all that cool stuff there. So that's the end of the mission. Got paid. And we got leveled. Now let's go in here again. Still in tier 2. Salting station's kind of nice to be able to harvest the salt you see laying around and use that to make your food last longer. At the moment I got plenty of food, so that's not really a concern. Making that stove is going to take some epoxy, so I'm going to go ahead and grab epoxy and crushed bone, which is the best way to make epoxy in my opinion. And I think I'm going to sit on those other 2 points until I figure out where I want to go with it. Let's go over to talents. I got 1 point available on the talents this time around. And I think we're going to go ahead and add movement speed with the bow. Now we're just going to go ahead and set our... let's get a drink. And we're going to go ahead and look at our path here, and it's going to be pretty straightforward. Just going to head for the blue dot. Since I'm close to this cave here, I think I'm going to jump in here and grab some iron and see if there's an exotics vein spawned in here at the moment. Oh! I don't know why I was not ready for that. There we go. Looks like I got one more up there. You see a little pile of rocks there. Yeah. All right. You know, there's stuff in here we're not going to need yet, of course. We got titanium. Don't need any titanium right now. Just going to grab some iron. I'll grab copper if I see it. I am over encumbered, so I got too much weight going on to me right now. I really don't need all that sulfur at the moment. You know, it's hard to make this early on in the game before you've got a lot of skills in carrying stuff. It's hard to pick up all that much stuff while you're out. So I don't see any exotics, but it's never never a bad idea to look as long as you're going to be in the area. I'm overweight. I think I'm going to drop. I don't need a full 20 stack of meat, so I'm going to go ahead and drop one of those. I have to resist my urge to pick up berries because I am maxed out. And last time I grabbed some berries, it put me over the weight capacity. So, all right, here we are. Back at base. And we're going to go ahead and drop our meat on the drying rack. A couple different kinds of meat here. And we're going to go ahead and throw this finished stuff into a container. So I'm storing the finished food in here for now. Nice thing with jerky is it does last a long time, so you can go ahead and toss that in there. And your spoiled meat will turn into charcoal if you leave it in the fire. I'm going to go ahead and activate this, and you'll see that it's going to start making charcoal. So it's a useful recipe for getting rid of excess spoiled meat you got laying around. All right, let's go ahead and finish this off by... I'm going to throw some coal in here. Get that iron in there. And I think that's it for that. And then we're going to go ahead and drop these wood that we've got here into the crafting bench. Now, the nice thing is about when you pick up stuff like that, sometimes, like I'm picking up reinforced wood is not something I can make for a while yet, but I've grabbed it already. And the nice thing about that is if I was able to say... If I grabbed some steel ingots, or I even grabbed steel tools that I could break down into ingots, I could end up making this wood-burning stove long before I was able to, as far as going down the crafting tree. So that's one of the things that those simple missions can do for you, is unlock things that you haven't, or give you access to things you haven't unlocked yet. All right, let's get some sleep. And then we can go ahead and turn off this fireplace so we don't burn all our coal up. Later on, it won't matter. Or you throw your wood in there and you make more charcoal. All right. I got a couple missions done. Gained a few things. Unlocked a few things. And we've got 2 blueprint points remaining there. So, blueprint points remaining there. So, we're going to unlock some more stuff next time. And then I think we're going to get to building a bunch of that stuff. So we're going to go find the resources we need. Get everything back here and craft that stuff up. Start moving ahead into the future. All right, I think we're going to call it for today. Thanks, everybody, for watching. I really appreciate y'all. Hope you have a great day. Benny out.